Happy Tuesday. I'm actually getting ready for work. I have to go pack my lunch and my breakfast, but it is already so hot and I have my hair down and I'm probably gonna regret it. So I'm gonna take a scrunchie just in case. I do work today and tomorrow from 8:30 to 5. I believe tomorrow is also an early day. So hopefully it's not too crazy busy because yesterday was Memorial Day, and then hopefully they don't add like a bunch of patients today for tomorrow. But we'll see what happens. I'll update you guys later. But for now, I have to put my watch on. All right, you guys, I got my phone, I got my bag. Let's go pack lunch. Bye, Jackie. It is so hot already. Oh my gosh, it is, how many degrees? It's already 75 degrees. It's supposed to be 106 today. Yay! Yay! I'm being sarcastic, by the way. On my way here, I was just thinking about the housing market because it's so crazy here in California. The housing market is like crazy high right now, which is just ridiculous. Like, when is it gonna crash? You know, so I can buy a rental property. When is it gonna crash? So anyways, that led me to start thinking about my nursing pay, and I figured I could share with you guys and maybe serve as motivation and just show you that you can literally create any life that you want in this nursing career, like in this nursing field. So first of all, a lot of people have the misconception that just because you live in California, you make a lot of money. Yes, there is money to be made out here, yes, but it really depends on where in California you live. So where I live, it's pretty, I don't want to say like rural, I guess it is kind of rural, like the countryside area, like it's a lot of like farmland. And so I don't live in a city, but over here, like, we're not making that much money, but there is money to be made. So anyways, when I started working as a new grad RN back in 2011, yeah, back in 2011, I was making an hour about like high 20s, and then that was just a new grad RN at the bedside. Okay, I was making hourly in the high 20s, so that meant that I was probably making like mid 60K salary at that time, which is not bad for a new grad nurse. So then I started just wondering to myself, like, would I have been able to even afford a house at that time if at that time the housing market was like the way it is now? And probably not. It's like way too high. Honestly, I'm just curious as to what kind of jobs people have that they can afford these really expensive houses right now during this crazy housing market. It's crazy. But anyways, and then when I moved to the clinic, I was making more than what I was making at the bedside. By the time I left that facility, and keep in mind, I was only there from 2016 to 2020, early 2020, when I decided to leave, and that was my last like official full-time job. Okay, at that time I was making 6 figures, so you can definitely make 6 figures as a nurse, okay, just by working full-time alone. So now imagine if you do full-time and a PRN, like, you could totally make good money. Now when I left my full-time position and I went to public health, I did take a little bit of a decrease in my hourly pay, which I didn't care. I mean, for me at least, money is not really a motivating factor, because if it was, I would have just stayed at my full-time job, because I was making 6 figures. Of course, money is important and I need money to like travel and do things I like and live the lifestyle I want to live. But at the same time, I really try to live within my financial means, meaning that I don't try to live more than what I make. Does that make sense? Like, I don't try to live my life spending more money than what I actually make, because that would just be crazy, and a lot of people do that. So even though you may be making 6 figures as a nurse, if you don't know how to save your money and you don't have any financial knowledge, then even making 6 figures, you're still gonna be broke no matter what. But anyways, so I took a pay cut when I went to public health, because remember, it was just a temporary job and whatever. And now in my per diem job, okay, I could technically work full-time hours if they have availability for me to work full-time hours, but right now I'm just kind of working like if I were part-time. So now I think about it and I'm like, oh my gosh, like 10 years later, I'm making more than double of what I was making as a new grad RN, which is insane just thinking about it. And it's just, I'm very grateful. Like, thank God I have made the nursing moves I have made throughout my career, because I know some people will be like, oh my God, you're leaving the bedside, that means that you won't get time and a half after those 8 hours, and you're gonna get a pay decrease if you go to a clinic job. But for me, that was not the case. I actually got a pay increase when I left. So really, like, don't really listen to people. I mean, don't even listen to me. You have to live your own experiences and do what you think is best for you. And yes, I tell you guys my experiences, but I also don't want you guys to like take everything to heart, because everybody's situation is different. Even though I was making more money as a clinic nurse when I left the bedside, that doesn't necessarily mean that you will also make more money. It's just that's just what happened to me. So with that being said, I want you guys to take into consideration what things you do and do not like about your job, and take that risk. Because even just thinking about it, I remember when I was thinking about doing my bachelor's back in, like, I don't even remember how long ago I got it. I think like in 2013 or 14 I decided to do my bachelor's. I remember saying, like, why am I gonna do my bachelor's if I'm only gonna get a $2 raise? Like, why? And now I think back and I'm like, thank God I did my bachelor's, because that opened up other opportunities for me at that facility where I wanted to work at. Now, with that being said, that doesn't mean that just because you're an AD and nurse that you don't have the possibility to also have the opportunity to have positions in like leadership or other positions that you may want, because there are exceptions to everything, and there are AD and nurses who do have leadership positions. You don't necessarily have to have a bachelor's. But anyways, so with that being said, I just want to make sure that you guys are not limiting yourselves to a certain specialty or to a certain facility just because people are telling you to not do this, don't do that, don't go to that specialty, don't leave this specialty, it's too soon, blah blah blah. Don't listen to people. Just do what you think is best for you. And look, it all worked out for me, and here I am. I'm so glad I made all the moves that I have made throughout my nursing career, even though some people thought it was crazy that I was leaving the bedside for a clinic job because they swore I would lose my skills. That is such a lie, you guys. You guys will not lose your skills, and I have a video on that. I talk all about it. I'll link it up here for you guys. But anyways, that was my little talk and motivation for you guys. Don't let other people talk you out of doing things that you want for yourself in your nursing career, or just in general in life. All right, Anyways, I gotta go inside. I got a little passionate there. I gotta go inside though and change and do my cardio. Alright, so I ended up doing a 3-mile run. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and I'll see you on my next video.